We continue our reading of From the Heart, a daily devotional by author Ellen G. White. Today's reading, April 11. The Laborers. For the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire laborers for his vineyard. Now, when he had agreed with the laborers for a denarius a day, he sent them into his vineyard. Matthew 20, verse 1 and 2. Read Matthew 20, verse 1 to 16. Reading from the New King James Version. For the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire laborers for his vineyard. Now, when he had agreed with the laborers for a denarius a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the third hour, and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said to them, You also go into the vineyard, and whatever is right, I will give you. So they went. Again he went out about the 6th and the 9th hour, and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out, and found others idle, and said to them, Why have you been standing here idle all day? They said to him, Because no one hired us. He said to them, You also go into the vineyard, and whatever is right you will receive. So, when evening had come, the owner of the vineyard said to his steward, Call the laborers and give them their wages, beginning with the last to the first. And when those came who were hired about the 11th hour, they each received a denarius. But when the first came, they supposed that they would receive more, and they likewise received each a denarius. And when they had received it, they complained against the landowner, saying, These last men have worked only 1 hour, and you made them equal to us, who have borne the burden and the heat of the day. But he answered one of them and said, Friend, I am doing you no wrong. Did you not agree with me for a denarius? Take what is yours, and go your way. I wish to give this last man the same as to you. Is it not lawful for me to do what I wish with my own things? Or is your eye evil because I am good? So the last will be first, and the first last. For many are called, but few chosen. We continue our reading. Christ taught by means of figures and symbols. On one occasion, he spoke a parable in regard to the hiring of laborers, to illustrate the way in which God deals with those who devote themselves to his service. It was the custom in Judea for men to wait at the marketplace for someone to come and employ them, and in Europe this custom is still in vogue. Those who need help go to the marketplace to find servants that they may employ. The man in the parable is represented as going out at different hours to engage workmen. Those he hired at the earliest hour agreed to work for him for a stated sum of money, while those who were hired later left the wages they were to receive wholly to the discretion of the householder. So when even was come, the Lord of the vineyard said unto his steward, Call the laborers and give them their hire, beginning from the last unto the first. And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny. But when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more, and they likewise received every man a penny. The lesson of the laborers had a bearing upon the question about which the disciples had disputed by the way, who should be greatest in the kingdom of heaven. The world's Redeemer saw the danger that would imperil his church and sought to arouse his people to an understanding of their position. For this parable was but a continuation of the lesson taught when Peter asked, "Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have, therefore?" With implicit trust, we are to stay upon God and let the heart rest in Him without a question as to what is to be our measure of reward. Jesus would have those who are engaged in His service not be eager for rewards, nor feel that they must receive compensation for all that they do. The Lord measures the spirit and rewards accordingly, and the pure, humble, childlike spirit of love makes the offering precious in His sight. Review and Herald, July 3, 1894. This concludes our reading today of From the Heart. In the morning, give me Jesus.
In the morning when I rise, in the morning when I rise, in the morning when I rise, give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world, but give me Jesus. And when I am alone, oh, and when I am alone, and when I am alone, give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world, but give me Jesus. And when I come to die, oh, and when I come to die, and when I come to die, give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have You can have all this world, but give me Jesus.